Hey girl, hey! Welcome to my channel. My name is Jasmine and today I'm going to be sharing with you this super easy, beginner-friendly tutorial. So if you want to see how I achieve this look, grab some snacks, relax, and get into this video. So I'm going to start with the facial mist. This one is by Mario Badescu. And I'm going to use it to help soothe the skin, add a little hydration, and it's going to serve as a base for my moisturizer. Next, I'm going to go in with my Fenty Skin Hydravizor Moisturizer. I love the way that sounds. And I love this because it has SPF in it, and that's really important for my skin right now. I'm going through a series of chemical peels, so this is just really going to help protect my skin from the sun. Even though we're putting makeup on top, you still need SPF, so we definitely don't want to skip that step. So next I'm going to go in with Strobe Cream by MAC, and this has been a game changer for me. I used to hate Strobe Cream back in the day because I didn't know how to use it. But this is more of like a highlighting moisturizer, and so I'm putting it on the high points of my face, typically where you would use a powder highlighter. This is going to give you that glow from within look, so you can use highlighter at the end if you want, or you can choose not to, but this is going to give you that effect and give you hydration at the same time. So now onto the eyelids. I'm using Urban Decay's Primer Potion. Perfect for oily eyelids. My eyelids are so oily, so this is going to help the eyeshadow stay on all day, and it's going to help it to not crease. So you definitely need some type of eyeshadow primer. To the brows. So I like my brows pretty simple. I'm using MAC's eyebrow styler in the shade Stud, and what I do is I just brush my hairs up, and then I underline my brow where the hairs stop. So I start from the middle, pull out the tail, and then slowly inch toward the front just to keep it nice and soft. And then I'll do the same thing to the top. So I'll start from the middle, pull up that arch, and then bring it down to the tail. Let me know below if you want a more in-depth eyebrow tutorial, and I'll definitely record one for you guys. So my secret weapon. So I used to use eyebrow gel, and then it got kind of expensive, so I just started using Gots to Be hairspray, and it saved a lot of money, and I actually like the way it holds better than a lot of the eyebrow gels that I've used. So if you have a gel that you like, definitely write it below. But for now, this has been my go-to. Okay, eyeshadow. I'm using the Masquerade palette by Juvia's Place. And the shades I'm going to be using are Burkina, Fulani, and Zulu. So this brush is a Jeffree Star blending brush, and I'm going into Burkina first and just washing that all over my lids. You don't have to be anal about it. Just kind of get it all over where you put that primer potion. And I'm going to do that on both sides. Okay, so Zulu is next, and I'm using this to just warm up the eyelid. That primer potion along with the Burkina on top can get a little ashy, so this is just gonna add a little more warmth to the look. And again, same brush, blend it out. You don't have to be anal about it, but just make sure those edges are nice and diffused. So now I'm taking a more detailed blending brush, and I'm gonna go into Fulani, and I'm just gonna define the crease just a little bit more. We're not doing anything dramatic, but you definitely want to have a little bit more definition just in your crease area. So now taking an eyeshadow brush, I'm gonna go into the color Casablanca, and I'm just gonna stamp that right in the center of my eyelid just to give a little bit of a highlight. On the inner and outer corners just to help diffuse those lines. So after that, I decided I wanted a little bit more depth. So using the Nubian 2 palette and that same blending brush, we're going into Kenya and stamping that on the inner and outer corners as well.
30 hertz straight up, straight up, straight up.
My favorite part. So I'm mixing this Sephora and MAC shade together. I'll put it in the description box below so you guys know exactly what shades they are. And I'm just gonna blend it out with a beauty blender. The product with my fingers because it helps control how much product I put on my face, and I don't like a lot of foundation, so using my hands just really helps me control that amount that goes on. whatever's left from the beauty blender, and I blend it out that way. My forehead's pretty clear, so I don't like to cover up anything if I don't have to. Deep set eyes, so this is the pattern that I like to use to help brighten up that area. And I'm going to use a dual fiber brush to blend that out. I like to use brushes for my concealer initially because I feel like it helps to give more of a skin finish, and that's typically the look that I go for. Something super natural. So then after that, I use whatever remaining product is on the beauty blender and I blend out the edges of that concealer. Then I'm just gonna highlight down my nose, Cupid's bow, and my chin. My forehead is already pretty bright, so I'm not gonna add any more concealer to that. Next, I'm going to contour with the Huda Beauty Tantour. I love this stuff. I like more of a bronze look rather than a sculpted look. So I'm just going to go in and apply it where a shadow would naturally occur. And I'm just sweeping it underneath the apples of my cheek and then pulling it toward the face just to give me a nice sun-kissed look. I'm gonna go underneath the jaw and definitely don't forget to bronze your forehead as well. She is sun-kissed, honey. See, I love this stuff. just a little down my nose, just to give a little bit of a shadow. I don't really like to contour my nose unless I'm doing something super dramatic, so nice dual fiber brush just to give me a little bit of a shadow. So I'm gonna set my under eye with the Fenty Beauty setting powder, and I like to use the little puff that it came with. I don't like a whole lot of powder under my eye because my skin tends to be on the drier side. So I just take a little bit and just press it in very, very slightly. And I use the product that's already on the lid, so I don't pick up a whole lot of it. So here is one product I will never live without, and that is MAC's Mineralize Skin Finish. This is in the shade Deep Dark, and I'm going to use a powder brush and set pretty much the entire face except for where I put the Huda Beauty Tantour. So back to my Nubian 2 palette by Juvia's Place. I'm going to go back into the shade Kenya, and I'm going to set my contour with that. Then I'm gonna go into Morocco, and I'm gonna use that as a blush. I love products where you can get multiple uses out of them, and this is definitely one of them. So I'm gonna use that orange shade just to warm up my face a lot more, and it's really gonna help complement our eyeshadow look. So now I'm using this Morphe setting spray just to settle all of that powder that we just put on down, and it's really going to help give you more of that natural skin look. So back to the eyes, I'm using my one size eyeliner, and I'm going to tight line underneath my eyelid. And to do this, I just look down into a mirror, and this pencil glides so nicely that it really takes little to no effort to get the product on there, so you don't have to worry about jabbing yourself in the eye. Then I'm going to do the same thing on my waterline, but just in the waterline. back into Zulu, I'm just gonna shade that on my lower lash line, and I'm gonna drag a little bit of that eyeliner that I put on just to smudge it out. I'm gonna line my upper lash line and smudge that out as well using the same pencil. So now I'm just prepping my eyelashes. I'm using Double Up Wispies by Ardell. And the glue is a brush-on duo glue. I really love this one because one, it's black. And I think it sticks a lot better than the ones that come in the squeeze tubes. So I place the lash on the eyelid completely. I press the end on and then I move to the front and press that on as well. And I just think that applying lashes this way is super easy. Then I'm going to add a little bit of mascara. This one is by Mercier. So next I'm going to line my lips with this brown lip liner from the crayon case. For my lip color, I'm gonna mix a custom shade from my lip palette. This is from Makeup by Mario. I love lip palettes because one, they are cost effective, and 2, you can pretty much create any shade that you want. So I'm just going in and playing around with some colors just to get a shade that I think will complement this look.
Forget it, 'cause I can give you what you need. I'll be your fantasy, I got you. Tell me what you want, babe, then come get it. Tell me what you want, babe, you'll get it. Man, don't forget it, babe, and you'll get it. Man, don't forget it.
With that shade, and then I'm just gonna go in with my pencil just to blend everything together a little more so that we don't have that powdered donut look.
Don't forget it,
Clear lip gloss is your best friend. If you don't have any of the lip gloss, always have clear because you can put it on top of anything. This one is the Juicy Tube by Lancome, and I like it because it's not super sticky. It's super hydrating and super glossy. So I'm just gonna put that on top, really focusing on the center and on my Cupid's bow. And then one final spray from my Morphe setting spray. Let that dry. And this is it, guys. I'm gonna fix my hair. And this is the final look, guys. Thank you so much for hanging out with me, and I really hope you enjoyed this tutorial. If you try this look, tag me on Instagram at Jasmine Devon Beauty. And if you want to see more content from me, give this a thumbs up and subscribe down below. See you guys next time.